People, people. Lovely, dark, and deep is what film festivals are made for, right? This is the feature directorial debut from Teresa Sutherland. She wrote it as well. Um, the film is produced by Josh C. Walker. No, Waller, even. Josh C. Waller. It's executive produced by Stephanie Coimbria, Elan Gale, Molly C. Quinn, and Matthew M. Wetty. It's associate produced by Belaine Wetty. Music is handled by Shida Shahabi, Rupakokas is on cinematography. Alexandra Amick edits the piece. Joe Monterio and Ami Rene handle casting. Production design is Dada Rodriguez. Costume design is Patricia Doria. Sandra Melerio handles hair and makeup. And our cast, well, Georgina Campbell. We just spoke about her in Bird Box Barcelona. What she plays Lemon. Nick Blood plays Jackson. And Wei Ching Hu plays Zhang. They're park rangers. We got Soren Hellerop as Varney. I do believe he's the ranger at the beginning, right? We got Maria Dessa as Sarah Greenberg. Edgar Moraes is James Moore. Anna Sophia Martins and Ivory Lee Smith are Lemon's parents in some flashback scenes. We've got Celia Williams as Mrs. Finley. Paul S. Tracy plays another ranger. Yeah, there we go. Now, the gist of the film is this. The enigmatic Lemon is granted a long-awaited position as a park ranger in an isolated outpost. Immediately, the woods tower ominously and greatly, and are strangely shrouded in mystery and conspiracy theories pertaining to bizarre disappearances. Once Lemon settles into this minimalist life, visions quickly start to manifest, blending the past, present, and perhaps something even more sinister lurking in the serene, withering landscape. Steadily, Lemon descends further and further into the horror that lays dormant at the roots of this landscape, and these mysterious mysteries arise and blossom. The lines between reality and dream quickly begin to blur, twisting and turning like vines. Yo, as I said, this film is crazy. It is crazy, right? We start off, we have a guy, he's doing some things, right? It's all a little blurry, and we hear someone calling for someone on the radio, and it's very odd, right? He walks away. As he walks, he puts a sign up, says, "I owe this land a body," and you're like, huh? There's so many ways you can take that statement, right? Like, oh, I need to kill someone. Oh, I'm leaving, so someone else is going to come and replace me. You know what I mean? A little dry humor or something. There's different connotations, but you have no fucking clue. None at all. And yeah, It's odd, right? Now, the thing with this film, it's an adaptation, kind of, right? So Robert Frost, born in 1874, a poet, he wrote a poem called "Stopping by Woods on a Snowy Evening," right? And it seems that the film is adapted from these lines in this poem. "These woods are lovely, dark, and deep, but I have promises to keep, and miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep." Haunting, right? And that's what this fucking film is. It is haunting. Because now we find Lemon, right? She's been accepted to this outpost. And you're thinking, well, I just think she's a park ranger, right? Um, but then when we see it, we realize, oh no, these rangers are on their own, right? They camp out for the summer on their own. And you're just like, what? You know what I mean? Why would you do that? Who in their right mind? Like, she sees some people she knows, and they congratulate her, and she's just like, I'm not crazy. Right? Because I think, yeah, anyone would think you are crazy to do that job. You know? Like, when you see the cabin, well, it's not a cabin, right? It's not made of wood. I mean, there's a wood frame, but it just seems to be cloth, right? And you're just like, I mean, that doesn't look safe. Doesn't look safe one little friggin' bit. But she's in this place, and when she gets there, you know, she puts up this map and she puts these things. And now, before this, we're getting these flashbacks, right? And these kind of things about Jenny. And you're thinking, who's Jenny? And you're like, is it her daughter? It's her sister. Her sister's gone missing, you know? And we see her looking at this map, and we get this kind of montage, these shots of her out in the world, sitting, contemplating, looking at a map, and this repetition of images. And then cut in between, we get the trees, and it feels so oppressive, just like confinement. You know what I mean? You just feel yourself like, and it's like you're in this tight fucking box, and it's bizarre. It's bizarre because now you realize what the fuck is going on. Well, I say you realize what the fuck is going on. You don't, but you understand what's going on, possibly with Lemon, right? That she wanted this for something bigger than to protect the wildlife and nature, and you're just like, oh, damn. So here's the thing. You think you kind of guess where this film is going, right? The nature of the film. Yo, you have no fucking idea. No motherfucking idea what this is. This film is, man, there's a beauty in the bizarre. There's a beauty in the bizarre, people. The fact that you are off balance throughout, because when you think you have a handle, it's pulled away, right? It's pulled away. It's like smoke and mirrors without any mirrors and without any smoke, just trees, emptiness, and oppression. That's what we got. But boy, oh man, and it works. It really works with the minimalistic cinematography. right? And I mean, the shots that we get, they're not these fancy shots or anything like that. There's a lot of repetition or these slow motion frames. But just this subtle, bread feeding, bread crumbing, right, of information is expansive, right? It paints this crazy picture that is haunting and terrifying, you know? We have these very subtle but great performances from this cast. You think, yo, these people are acting crazy. Like, what is going on? But yeah, the further you get in, the more you see, right? The more you see, but the little you know. You know what I mean? This is like having 20/20 vision in a fucking in a fucking snowstorm, people. That's what this is. But it is fantastic. It is fantastic. And the end, yo, I mean, the end is shocking. The end is shocking. You do not see it coming. You do not see it coming. And people, when I say this, I'm not saying, well, I'm not going to say anything else because you just need to see it. Now, when you do, you might think, wait, I was expecting, but no. Like, what? Just the way this is done, it just, it makes you shiver, man. It leaves you just contemplating so many things. So many things. This is friggin' thought provoking. And as a directorial debut, to take those lines of a poem and crafting this, I mean, yo, give Teresa Sutherland a motherfucking round of applause, people. Because she is kicked so much ass with this. So much ass. And this cast, man, they killed it. They absolutely killed it. Especially the little girl playing Jenny. She was fantastic. So if you get the opportunity, definitely, people, definitely go check out Lovely Deep. Lovely Dark and Deep. I get the deep and the dark mixed up sometimes, people. Lovely, Dark, and Deep. The next screening is Tuesday, the 25th. So the ticket link is on the website. Make sure you go, follow, and all that jazz. This is one you don't want to miss for sure, people. I'm telling you, you do not want to miss this one because, yo, you can definitely tell that Sutherland Shorty's going to be moving on to some real crazy, interesting things. So there you go. Lovely, Dark, and Deep.